I hate that we met on these terms, John.
I'm sorry, what was
I
that?
said I hate that we met on these terms. You only have assumptions about me.
One more, I'm going to put you in jail.
On June 29th, 2024, officer responded to a disturbance call in Harris County, Texas. Rival officer met with a defendant who stated that she was assaulted by her cousin at her residence. The cousin was later identified by her Texas driver's license or by his Texas driver's license as Dylan Proctor White. The complainant stated that she was using the restroom when the defendant came into the residence and began banging on the restroom door. The complainant stated that she got up and opened the door and the defendant was angry at her. The complainant stated that the defendant got in her face and told her that their grandma needed to use the restroom. The complainant stated that she didn't know, and the defendant got more upset and began punching the complainant several times. The complainant stated that she put her arms up to block the punch from hitting her face, and she told the defendant that she was going to call the police, to which the defendant grabbed her phone and prevented her from calling the police. The complainant stated that their grandpa came in and broke up the disturbance. The complainant stated the defendant left the scene with the grandpa and the grandma. The complainant stated that she felt pain and discomfort during and after the assault. The complainant also had redness on her right arm.
Okay. Now, can you tell me what kind of criminal history Mr. Proctor White has? Is he on probation or parole?
So I see, it looks like a burglary of a motor vehicle from 2017, an unlawful carry of a weapon in 2017, criminal activity in 2017, and also in 2016.
Mr. Proctor, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward.
Pause right here. This is a massive legal pivot point. When a judge finds probable cause, they're not saying you're guilty. They're saying there's enough evidence to move this case forward. But the protective order, that's the court stepping in immediately to create distance and prevent escalation. Translation, the judge sees real risk here. And notice the tone shift. We go from routine questioning to strict warnings fast. That's the court drawing a hard boundary. Question for you. Should protective orders be automatic in alleged domestic violence cases, or should judges have more discretion?
On both cases, I'm now issuing a protective order. Why are you looking over there? There's no reason for you to look over there. You look at me. Do you understand?
I understand. I'm just waiting on you to tell me it's my turn.
You start acting the fool while you're out there in the free world. I'm going to take the free world away from you, Mr. Parker. Mr. Proctor, do you understand me?
I hate that we met on these terms, John.
I'm sorry, what was
I
that?
said I hate that we met on these terms. You only have assumptions about me.
One more, I'm going to put you in jail. You understand? You will respect me, you will respect the court, and I don't need any superfluous argument out of you. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume illegal drugs, any kind of dope, any kind of alcohol, and I'm ordering you not to be in possession of weapons. I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this complaining witness. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I will do everything in my power to protect every single person of Harris County. And if that means locking you up, I'll do it in a heartbeat. What do you do for a living?
I own a construction business.
How much money do you make a month?
I was making up to probably about $3,000 to $4,000 a month. But now, since these false allegations have been brought up against me, now I have been displaced from my home. That's my home. And other things of that nature that go around those things, that go with my address, and all the people that with my business, my grandfather, other people that helped me with my business. Those people have been stripped away from me as it was supposed to be. If you look up on the call records and the police call records, you'll see that she called the police over 70 times since 2020.
Get there. I understand that there's always two sides to the story.
But I just wanted to let you know that and the probation that she brought up also, that was deferred. And I completed that.
There's always two sides to the story.
Sure.
I get it. And
For sure.
I'm asking you these questions now to determine whether you can hire your own lawyer or not. That's why I'm asking you these questions. Are you still working?
No, I can't do anything because all the things that were structured around my, like I said, my family and my business have been stripped away because you and other people have told me that I can't be around my family. And
I didn't say family. I said this complaining witness.
I'm sorry, but my paperwork, my pretrial paperwork, it says her or any relatives of this victim. That's what it says. So I want to be accurate and I don't want to go against any rules of the court.
I'm with you. Let's do this. I'll provide your lawyer today. The only thing I want to know is I want to make sure that this complaining witness is protected. That's all I want, and that's stop. I want you to listen. That's all I want. So I will provide your lawyer today, and then I'm going to have the state reach out to the complaining witness and to see who all wants to have contact with you. And then whoever does, then we can modify the order to that liking. All I'm telling you now, don't smoke dope. Don't pick up any new cases. Otherwise, I will put you in jail. You got out of jail because we gave you a free bond. You will not get another one. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I need you to, well, I already have an application on file. So I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. I'll have you take a seat and just hang tight. All right. Don't leave until you sign our bond conditions, though.
Oh,
Please.
Page 17.
I know.
Come on up.
It's a cousin, but you charged it as a garden variety assault.
I saw that.
And because I really would like to do a MOP in this case. But no family member allegation. What do you think about that?
Well, so on the law language that we visited, any offense involving family violence, and we looked at the family violence definition, which could be assault. So it's valid, but it's not, the cleanest, but it's valid. It's a valid law if you issue it.
Steve, sir.
Okay, can you file it for me, please? You mind? Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you're charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On August 27, 2024, officers were dispatched to a criminal mischief in progress at an apartment complex in Harris County, Texas. While en route to the location, the caller had admitted to breaking the window. Officer arrived on the scene and made contact with the defendant. The complainant on the scene stated that he and the defendant had a previous dating relationship for 1 year. The complainant stated that he had texted the defendant for her to bring his daughter because he had not seen her in 2 weeks. The complainant stated that the defendant had arrived. The complainant stated that the defendant had arrived in his apartment and gave him his daughter. The complainant stated that the defendant showed him a photo of hydrocodone and that she appeared to be under the influence of something like that. The complainant stated that when the defendant went back outside of his apartment unit, he closed and locked the door. The complainant stated that the defendant used a screwdriver to try and break open the lock to his apartment front door. The complainant stated
That sentence carries serious weight. Burglary of habitation is a felony. We're talking potential prison time, not county jail. The judge is basically saying you're standing on the edge of a cliff and someone just pulled you back. But here's the problem. Being lucky in court doesn't mean you're safe. It means your margin for error just became microscopic. One wrong move, one new charge, one violation, and the consequences explode. Let me ask you, do courts give too many second chances or not enough?
broke his apartment window next to his front door. The defendant also crawled through the window and entered his apartment without his permission. The complainant states that he told the defendant several times to leave his apartment and she refused. The complainant stated his window was valued at $100. The complainant had cell phone video footage of the defendant breaking the window and entering. Black pliers with a blue handle were recovered at the scene. In the cell phone video, the pliers were seen in the defendant's hand when she broke the window and entered the apartment.
Very lucky you're not charged with a felony burglary of a habitation. Let me tell you. I'm going to find that there's criminal mischief, that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand? I'm now entering what's called a magistrate's order of emergency protection that identifies Joe Warren Curtis as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person, commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, because it's a stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot go within 200 feet of where he lives or where he works. Do you understand? If you violate this, the state will file additional charges against you, and then you're looking at a lot more time. I see that you have a lawyer. I will waive your appearance, but it's your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Coyne. You do have a lawyer, correct?
Jimmy said it because he has a lot of stuff going right now.
Okay, just stay in touch with him and he will tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me that you're AWOL and you're not responding to phone calls, text messages, I will issue a warrant.
I have my newborn baby there. I have the messages to prove that he told me to go over there so we
Stop.
communicate.
Just talk to Mr. Coyne. He will help you out. He'll navigate this for you. I've got a bunch of DAs here. Everything you say, they're just going to use it against you. So now is not the best time. Okay. All I'm asking you to do is don't pick up any new cases and just stay away from this person.
I need my daughter. How would you feel if a newborn daughter, somebody that does those pills, and I have pictures and I have a private investigator?
Go to the family court. Don't take matters into your own hands because you're the one that's going to end up in jail. But if you go to family court, you present that evidence, you'll get the baby. The right way to do it is to go to the family court. All the money you're going to spend doing here, all this money that you're going to spend hiring Mr. Coyne and doing all this, that, if you would have hired yourself a family lawyer, would have gotten custody, and then when they start to mess with you, that judge will hold them in contempt or put them in jail or whatnot. Okay, you're not. Did you hear anything that I just said? I know that you're trying to tell me something. The wheels are turning, but are you listening?
I'm listening, but you telling me I can't go around there? My newborn is there. That's who's been with me since day one.
This person. If you want to get your baby, do it the right way, but don't have contact with this person. That's it.
He has contact with me. It's my phone.
Don't answer the phone. Don't answer text. I will put you in jail. I hope you listen. Talk to Mr. Coyne. He can help you navigate this thing. But what you need to do is you need to get your custody, a custody order, or if he's got custody, get a visitation. Every mother, every father should have access to their own child, no matter what. I don't care. Doesn't matter. You should have access, but you have to do it the right way. And that's getting either a visitation order or a custody order through the family courts. Okay, Mr. Stewart, come on up. All right, so I got a bond violation report that says here, you entered the exclusion zone on 7/8 at 9:08 a.m. You left at 9:13, entered again at 3:57 a.m. There was a curfew in this case, was there not?
Yes, and if you would, Judge, if you're anything like me, you have a tank of goodwill that can run empty. And you've given us more than we deserve in this case. Hurricane Beryl, this was the height of when Hurricane Beryl was coming through the neighborhood.
Who in their right mind is supposed to be out in the hurricane at 4 a.m?
His power had gone out. He learned that his sister had a generator. And so that's where he was, that's the address. It's his sister's home where there was a generator that could provide some cool air. And that's what was happening in this case. But there's no excuse. He understands what his bond conditions was.
Let me ask you this. Was he allowed to be at the house that he went to?
Not according to his bond.
I had nowhere to go. It's hot.
So what? Everybody else in Houston still doesn't have power. 1 million people still don't have power. Still, to this very moment. And they're dealing with it.
Did you contact pretrial services to let them know where you were going?
Yes.
When did you do that?
Yesterday.
Okay, but you didn't do it
Days
before you went.
I called them. They wasn't answering the phone.
Okay.
I got pictures.
I don't care about
screenshots.
calling Jesus.
Yeah.
It don't matter who you're calling and what's your excuse. You have bond conditions. This is not the first time. This is not the second time. This is not the third time that you've had bond violations. How many is
This
this?
is the sixth time I've been here in the past 45 days.
Am I supposed to let you go after 6 times? Mr. Stewart?
To be fair, the first time was my first appearance, so that was just a regular court date.
This is the judge reaching the end of his patience. You can hear it. This isn't anger anymore, it's resignation. The court has tried warnings, leniency, explanations, even jail, and nothing has changed. At this stage, judges stop focusing on what could help and start focusing on what must happen to protect the public. That's a dangerous turning point for any defendant. Final question. At what point does accountability turn into incarceration, and who decides when that line has been crossed?
You know, we all have to deal with very stressful situations. We are all under, we all deal with the stress, and really 1 million people still, or I'm gotta imagine it's hopefully less now,
I
but
still don't have lights.
so many other people don't.
Sure.
But that doesn't give you the right to go where you're not supposed to go. And not only have I ordered you not to be out in the middle of the night, but the police and everybody else told you, stay at home. Don't go out in a hurricane. And yet you go out. It's not goodwill. You know, I mean, Mr. Mercer, now it becomes enabling. That's what it does. And it tells him that if I let him go, it's okay. It's not. He still thinks he can do whatever he wants to do.
I'm tired of coming in here and making excuses. What I've had to do is to remind myself.
Look, if you want to withdraw from that case, you can withdraw, and I'll appoint him a lawyer today. I'm not letting you go. It's not fair.
Oh, Judge, I got asthma and allergies. I'm literally sweating bad. I couldn't even breathe in the house. Judge, I could not.
Stay.
No, I couldn't go nowhere else. I'm steady. I'm looking for a job. I can't find a job. It's hard. Everything is hard for me. Like literally everything is hard, Your Honor. Like
I didn't have power either. I don't have air conditioning. I have a fish that I'm trying to save by sitting there bubbling water myself, trying to keep this fish alive.
I don't have.
So we all have things that we deal with.
No, nothing. You wanna like I can't even charge. I barely can charge my ankle monitor. We have no power, like literally no power.
Go somewhere else. You don't go to the house that you're forbidden.
I don't have literally, I don't have nowhere else to go. I don't have family out here. I only have one person out here, one other person out here, other than my mom. Literally.
Judge, I'm not sure why the address was an exclusion zone. There's no violence, there's no victim in the case. It was an unlawful carry case. I don't know. If I would have caught that, I would have asked the judge to amend that order because it's his mother's and sister's house, and there was no reason to have that on the bond conditions. I don't understand why that was.
Tell me about it, because I don't remember. It's now been so many cases and so much that I don't even remember anymore.
On the first case,
I don't know, which case are we, because there's.
the weather case, so
Okay.
it's March 12, 2024. Officers were conducting a fugitive investigation for a wanted fugitive when they observed the defendant standing in front of an apartment in Harris County, Texas, with an AR pistol on his waistband. Rifle magazine was visible on the right side of his waist. Officers approached the defendant and instructed the defendant to come to them for their investigation. The defendant then turned and ran away 20 feet from outside to inside of his apartment and ran upstairs with the firearm still in his possession. Officers then surrounded the apartment and gave commands for the defendant to come outside, which he eventually complied with. Officers then obtained consent from the homeowner to search the apartment and located an upper receiver inside a dresser, the rifle magazine inside the dresser, and a lower receiver of the rifle in another dresser near the window. The upper receiver had a live 300 blackout round ejecting out of it.
That's the first case.
Yes, that's the first transaction. He picked up evading and unlawful carrying in a public place. The other two were evadings.
So
That's where the exclusion zone came from. I feel like I dropped the ball on that because I would have asked the court to amend that. It's his mother's and sister's home, and I didn't feel like that was necessary for him to have it.
why did we do that in the first place, the exclusion over there? Do you know?
Judge, I don't believe it's something we requested because we didn't really rip anybody since there wasn't a victim in the case.
But your mother and your sister stayed in?
Yes, my sister stayed over there.
What address is that one?
12650 Ashford Meadow Drive, Unit A.
Says he shall not go to or within 500 feet of the 12600 Ashford Meadow Drive.
I don't want to make a presumption, Your Honor, but I do feel like if I had approached the DA and asked them to amend that, I don't think they would have been opposed. That's something that I should have done.
And I'm with you.
If I had done that.
And Mr. Mercer, I'm with you, but he's still out at 4 a.m. You're still going out at 4 a.m.
I was leaving the place I was at because me and my mom were panicking so much. And I had to go to went to my sister's house. You can ask my mom, you can call my sister, you can literally ask both of them. They'll tell you. Literally. I was hiding. I have asthma and allergies. I can't breathe. I cannot breathe.
So bring him over here. I want to talk to him then.
I can call him on the phone, over the
They've
phone.
been texting with me. They said, please have the judge call us, so.
And she's even been calling. I promise she's even been calling here.
Bring him here. Let's talk to him Monday.
Okay.
Okay, Judge. Thank you.
Hold to Monday.
In the interim, if it's their actual address, Judge, we will be unopposed to it.
I'm not going to do anything yet. I want to talk to them. Bring him here Monday. Let's roll it to Monday, and I want to talk to mom and sister.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Be back here Monday.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
I know Roger was upset like crazy, but I mean, just fraudulent identity after fraudulent identity after no.
He was just doing his job, but I did tell him, Roger, go throw yourself at the mercy of the court.
I can't have sympathy, but
Hey, Judge,
really.
What's that over there on the wall?
Where?
Nothing.
Oh.
The next day.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Stewart, we were here Friday.
Is mom here?
He wanted to bring his mother and his sister.
Please. Yeah.
Are you able to,
Raymond? A human?
enjoy the travel back?
It's up to you. Oh, I don't know. Okay, well, it's fine.
Everyone, keep it down, please. If you want to talk, go outside. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming. Are you mom? Okay, and you are a sister. Okay. How much do you know about Mr. Stewart? As far as all the cases that we have and how many charges he's picked up and of all the issues that we have, how much do you know?
We know about him, we don't know about it. What's
Okay.
really going on.
I am at wit's end with your son. I am up to here. We now have a total of 4 open cases. They're all the same. And the bond violations continue to happen over and over and over. And I have put him in jail at least Mr. Mercer, at least 2 different occasions, right? 3? To try to get him to understand that we mean business. Someone keeps bonding him out and he continues to do what he wants to do. This last time, I told him, I don't want you to do certain things. I didn't want him out in the middle of the night. It's one of my main concerns. Nothing good happens at 2 a.m, at 4 a.m, at all. And in this last violation report, which I think numbers now 6, he's out at 4 a.m.
Came to my house, because he couldn't breathe.
He has asthma real bad.
And bronchitis as well.
And it's just, when it's hot.
They both came to my house because they couldn't breathe. And I had a mini generator and they blew out the air from the fan, and I have one.
And it can't wait another 2 hours until 7 a.m. until what he can,
He couldn't breathe. And I had to give him the Buterol through the machine and the steroid pump.
He's been had this ever since he was a baby, and he cannot breathe.
He wake up sometime, I didn't sleep sometime and came.
The noise he makes will wake you up like that because he can't breathe.
how does it continue to pick up these cases, and how does it continue to violate these conditions being out though? And in at least one of the cases, he has an AR-15.
I believe it's because he's been shot before.
Look, it needs to stop. If somehow you guys are telling him it's okay to be out at 4 a.m, it's not.
That was just the one time that he came when the lights went on. That was it.
But it's always one time. It's always this, it's always that. And it just continues to happen. And this is the 6th time. Who does he live with now?
Lights came back on Saturday evening, so he's back with me. He stays.
Do you stay home all day? What do you do? Do you work?
I've been on disability ever since 15, 16. I have neuropathy in my hands.
Who else stays at the house?
Just me and him. And it affects my whole right side.
Why, Mr. Mercer, why did we do the exclusion in the first place from the house? I don't remember.
It must have been just a standard boilerplate thing that I overlooked, or that the state overlooked. I didn't sign on until later on. I subbed in for somebody else. It was just where the incident occurred. There was no victim in the case. There's no danger to anyone in particular. I think it's just where they found him with the weapon. So I don't know, honestly. I think at the last setting, the state indicated that they would not oppose taking that out.
Do you have any reason why we put the restriction on that particular address?
Judge, I think that was a court condition, if I remember correctly, and on the allegations and stuff, it looks like he kind of trapped himself into that house and caused this whole standoff, and then because of the facts of the case, he didn't want to be around there until he had more information. But if it's his house, like I said, I'm not opposed to him.
What is your address, ma'am?
Well, I moved from over there to.
The address is actually perfect.
Address.
So that address is your address.
That's the address he came to, but it's not the address where it occurred at. What the address where it occurred at is like way down the way. I live in the front, so she came to the front.
She's a friend of the lady whose house he was at some friend,
Where it happened.
and he ran into her. She was a friend of the family.
He ran up to the lady that was the friend of the family house.
I only have three things that I want. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Actually, four things. Curfew, so he's not out in the middle of the night, and that he's a working man,
I've been trying to.
so that he doesn't have too much time on his hands. That's the only thing I'm requiring from him. And I'm going to say this now, that it doesn't matter to me if he lives with you, sister. My only concern is that he's not out in the middle of the night and doesn't have a weapon. Okay? I'm going to let him go with you guys, but I'm going to tell you now, if I have any future violations, I'm going to set each of his bonds at $50,000.
So is he allowed to come to my address?
I don't think it's an issue. My only thing is I don't want him out in the middle of the night. We will put a curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. If he's out past any of those times, I'm telling you, I'm going to make his bond really, really high. He has to have a full-time job.
I'm working on trying to get him.
Why are you working on it? He should be working
He
on
is
it.
well, I'm sorry.
Well,
We
we-
both are. We all are trying to just help him.
Yeah,
Because he's 17, so it's like it's not so many jobs that
I
we
understand.
can get him.
Look,
We just
if
trying
you-
to help him.
I'm happy that you're helping him. Really, at the end of the day, if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. But I just want you to understand that I'm at wit's end. I will not entertain any more excuses. I don't care what it is. I don't care where he's going. If you need to have a breathing machine in both houses, put one in there. Because, come up, Mr. Stewart. I'm going to take off the restriction that you can go to your sister's house. I mean, I don't care what house you're going to. Don't be out past curfew.
Yes, sir.
I don't care if you leave your charger at your sister's house and you have to go out at 9:05 to go get it somewhere else. The next time, and I'm going to make a notation clearly here of everything, because I'm not going to forget anything. The
Yes, sir.
next time, I don't care what your excuse is. I'm going to make your bond $250,000.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
At some point, they're going to stop paying to get you out because they're wasting their money every single time, thousands of dollars to get you out for you to violate to go right back in.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're on notice now. If you are going to go to a particular house, have your overnight bag that has everything in it, your phone, your charger, your albuterol, the machine you might need, have everything, because I will not entertain any excuses. Mr. Mercer, you're on notice now. I don't care what the excuse is. The next time he violates any condition, you know what's going to happen.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yeah, we need to make
So
sure.
the only conditions that we have now, get a job full-time or be in school full-time.
Sir.
No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol,
Sir.
and no out past curfew.
Yes,
That's
sir.
it.
Do we need to, I'll talk to pretrial services about
Talk
the
with Tracy
address.
so that we iron everything out. And then that's it.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Judge.
I appreciate you. Okay.